It's such a shame because I could get France as an ally and that would help me out in so many ways. But that's not how we do things here. Ah, shoot, the whole reason I took Meath was to fabricate claims. Oh well, there are other ways we can deal with this. Scotland can make those claims for us. And that's actually kind of nice because we don't have to enjoy that aggressive expansion. Get to it, Scotland. Maybe not these provinces because I know you can't claim them. And France might have a... Yep, France has an interest in them. So where do I go from here? I still want Bremen. I want Bremen quite a lot. They kind of like me, but I should show that I kind of like them. So, Sweden. Those friends that you have, they don't include Bremen, which is kind of interesting. But I'd rather you had no friends due to not existing. How does that sound? Probably doesn't sound too good for you, but that's okay. Oldenburg will find their way over to me. They always do. And there are the Poles, of course, they have to go. So let's get that claim on Podlasie. Yeah, I really shouldn't have torn down those forts, but it was the right thing to do at the time. It wasn't, but that's what I'm going with. Speed 5, not the best thing to do when involved with two wars, especially when one of them is an Ottoman war. And there we go. You did decide to get me all the access I need. Oh, there's a thought. Gotland is... Oh, it's not enough to give me civil war, which is quite nice. I would need 10 overextension for that, and that 10 development province is only going to give me 8, I think. Oh, hello, Ottomans. Could you kindly go away before you kill me? Because I don't want to die. To be honest, it's not what I'm looking for in life. Back to Hoyland we go. As soon as we have just a shred of morale to do so. And I have to make a decision. Big decisions to make. I think we'll take care of Stockholm, since the Swedish want to rise up anyway. That was a bit painful, wasn't it? Well, they're doing their best to repel the Turk. Austria, please. Please, Austria. Tuscany guns them down. Backed by probably France. Well, if they're not backed by France now, they will be later. I think it's finally time I cut the Habsburg scum off like a gammy limb. What is it you want again? Yeah, you want quite a lot. Well, forget that, because I ain't helping you out anymore, Austria. You're not going to like me for it. Russia, thankfully, already boosted their trust nice and high. Saxony, though, I will not soon forget this humiliation. Yeah, von Habsburg, he had a good run. Yeah, France did not join in, but I needed... Well, I did not need to give them any reason to, really. Well, lovely, we have a bit of Norse here at long last. Don't get nice, get Norse. Jake, when will we see the dismantling of Grayskin? You're seeing it. What? Winter Siege. Pretty sure I'm not sieging any. Oh, Gotland, of course. Pshaw, that's all I can say to that. I'm going to take Gotland, but it's not that quick and easy. As long as he has allies in this, especially if they're sieging me down like that, it's going to not be so quick and easy. But I'm ready for these kinds of things. I was born ready. Born home ready. Now we've got the Cassus, we need to take you on, but that's not good enough. How are you looking against England? Good, my vassal is working on it. How am I looking against, well, everything really. Damn it, Saxony. I'm gonna need another better friend like Savoy, who would never ally me because, actually, Savoy would. Savoy look pretty strong and they're pretty chummy with France. That makes them a better friend than some. Especially since they're allied with France, that means if Tuscany comes knocking, France will be one to pummel into them. It's kind of scary, all this everything. But that I really like. I love the fact that we are pushing halfway through the 17th century and I'm still terrified. I don't even need to deal with that because... Good. The Ottomans are making their pieces. I'm not so keen to make my peace with them, but it means that Austria should be falling to them soon enough. Look at them, they just went splat right there. I'm only dipping in here to have a quick smack. Brandenburg's need for upkeep. Every decent soldier needs food, a weapon or two, clothes and other kinds of equipment. I could send him a general, which would be nice. I don't want to spend money on them. Send more soldiers and gold. Not giving him 5,000 of my manpower. Or 50 of my ducats. Give him a good general though, that would help them out. Maybe. Gotta remember who we're talking about here. Damn you, Saxony. Can't believe what you've done to me. This kind of betrayal does not quickly get forgotten. Still, I gotta keep in mind who's in this war. Aachen, Lorraine, and Oldenburg. Troublesome people to get to. Let's just keep ourselves well away from the oncoming forces. And laugh as Poland gets ravaged. This is a really good simulation of the Ottomans pouring into Europe and just generally driving fear into everyone. France being one of the only states that's really solidified enough to take them on, the HRE being too shattered to put up a defense, the Italians doing their own thing. I love it. Well, aside from me getting curb stomped by the Ottomans, that's not so lovable. What is your income right now? Do you think you'll be able to get 500 for ideas, guy? I have no doubt about that. Heck, we're already about 10% of the way. This isn't so hot, though. There we go. Austria will cede a whole lot to the Ottomans. And see, you know, the Ottomans aren't that mad against me. Saxony? You betrayed me. You betrayed me so much. But I should be able to get the alliance back once this is said and done. You scum. Austria, you're dead to me though. I'm going to cancel military access as soon as I can, which is not right now. I'm going to crush these enemies that are getting in my way. Also means that you don't have to attach to me anymore, my good friend Brandenburg. Do as you please. Same with you, Scotland. Why do I say Scotland like that sometimes? I don't know. I just do. Kill and keep moving. Oh, shoot, that's bad. I've got insufficient support. Kept telling myself off for this composition that I'm using, and I keep doing it. Strengthening privileges of nobles is severely upsetting to the merchant guilds are just going to have to take it. Get to it, Brandenburg. Show them how it's done. Jake, you have second military access you can cancel. I actually want to get my alliance back with Saxony. I feel bad. I feel bad for being the one that gets obliterated by them, admittedly, but still. We should let bygones be bygones. Yeah, far too many horses in my composition there. Oh, you clever buggers. We'll see how Oldenburg likes being under blockade, though. It's probably not much. They probably really don't like it, actually. Bremen, let us through. We're going to tear down this what? That's more like it. Occupying Oldenburg should be enough to deal with that. Still the Bremen question. I want Bremen. And they don't really have any significant allies. And I'm not scared of that aggressive expansion anymore. We've shown that we're good enough to deal with it. Right. Scotland doing a pretty good job of converting, actually. I wish them all the best. It's that positive stability that's really helping them out. And there we go, with Oldenburg down. Sweden will not object to us taking all their everything. I would like to take Oldenburg as well. And I can, but maybe not a great idea. Stick to what we know, shall we? Oh yeah, Poland. You just got beat up bad. And Austria won't save you now. Kiev will, Avignon will, Munster will. Munster is another issue. But I think I'm ready for Munster. Plus, Austria, not Austria, Russia, my great friend, would be more than happy to help me dismantle you. Again. Now, Russia's actually involved in, no, a completely different war, that's fine. Pretty much relying on Russia these days for dealing with Poles. Maybe I should take on Poland myself. But then again, where's the fun if I'm not the one that's... What is this? Ah! It's very handy is what it is. I got that border friction event on you. And, yeah, you know, I think I'm going to take that. Tushola? Tushola. Come on in, Russia. Let's party. I really hope I get that legitimacy back. Because I don't want a civil war. I need my ruler to pretty much die during this war. So some tryhards decided to join in, but that's okay. I don't even think I need to be up there and worry about the Swedish at all. Why worry? Why worry when you have +1 naval leader fire? That's really showing them how it's done. This time take Potsdam back for the Space Marines. Oh, you tempt me ever so. Oh, snap. The Space Marines mean business already. I'd love to help you out, but I just can't make it in time. I can make it in time to get steamrolled myself, but don't think that's quite what we were going for. Good to see the Russians dedicating everything they can to the correct front here. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't decide to go this alone now. Right, what I should be doing is getting my amazing Brandenburgian general to lead my troops. Now we can march into Berlin unopposed, right? Yeah, I think there's an error in the border friction CB where it counts. It's off by a very long amount of time, and it'll last for decades instead of years or something akin to that. The Poles so confident they can take me on here, and they're probably right. Especially when they have 4-3 as their general, and me, I'm not toting anything in that level. Then again, we've been so sucky with our generals lately. Let's actually get a good one. That's what I'm talking about. Plus they get the river crossing. So let's have it. Ah, they got reinforcements just in time. Coming right down to the wire, but I think it's their victory. If only I had anything I could send their way. Wow. Genuinely surprised we won that. Let's take the advantage. Splat. Splat. Didn't even need help from Brandenburg. Could have done with it though. Don't want them to lose Berlin. Do not want them to lose Berlin. My troops are so awful. I hate having to rely on throwing so many units around. But it's becoming a disgusting necessity. And then that should do as an attached stack. These guys do a kind of sit back and chill out thing. You guys kill and keep moving. And this is why Hamburg is a pain. Jake, are Russia and Poland Western yet? Nope, neither. I mean, I secured Danzig, so they couldn't take that decision. Maybe I should go... Oh, jeez, they want me. Oh, probably because I put the wrong general over there, or the wrong stack got the general. It's a little terrifying how badly I'm fighting here. But like I said, it's not good ideas guy here. It is abhorrently bad ideas guy. There we go. You guys just sit back and relax. Let these guys do the hard, very hard work. Yeah, trashing Munster for all the trouble they're giving us. Excellent. We managed to get our slightly better. Ah, that doesn't do away our civil war, even though they were strong. And I don't think encouraging some rebels to take over is the brightest thing to do here. What can I say? We need stronger troops. I'm gonna have to take that discipline. Ah, well, I'm not scared of pretenders. If anything, the Russians can take care of them. Whilst we take care of Munster. Or try to, at least. Wouldn't it be fun to roll your troops back to the most primitive ones and charge a Polish stack like Golden Horde days, Jake? You remember those Golden Horde days, don't try to romanticize them. The Swedes were eating salted horse for generations to come thanks to that travesty. And it was a travesty. So hard to get some morale these days. So hard. I think I'll see if I can't give a province or two to my my March Brandenburg here. Brandenburg has finally forgiven us, mostly, for the horrible things we did to them. That is, we were very gracious and showed them how they should enjoy life as the Norse. What a job they're doing of it. Kind of failed on Neumark, making new attempts on Altmark. This is because I'm never giving them a moment of peace that they need to actually secure themselves. Oh boy. Yeah, sadly that's just unthinkable. Of course I could always... release a single province, like East Frisia. Maybe even diplo-vassalize it. Not sure they would like that. Nah, I'll just take all your money. All your money should suffice, because I'm going to be ripping into Poland here. And getting good peace with you is more than acceptable. Especially when considering the alternatives. And as expected, Russia's taken care of my glorious pretender rebels. But they weren't anything special. 2-2-1. No air for us, which is disappointing, but what can you do? I mean, I'm just going to have to enjoy the fact that unless I get an event that pumps up my legitimacy something rotten, it's just going to be haha time for... yeah, I'm going to need more for this. Haha time for civil war. Jake, take Friesland for claims on Holland. You remember that expansion throughout the HRE for me is double aggressive expansion. Ah, France. Well, it's good to know who your enemies are, but we should certainly keep Castile on the good side here. That's the thing, everybody took that hit with me when I decided that Austria was not worth defending. At least we can keep Russia on our good side. And yeah, I'm strongly thinking of going for the Savoyard route, since they're strong and a friend of France. France rivaling me could probably hurt there. It will be fine. And to be honest, since I got all of Scotland's cores back, it's probably worth me integrating them. Since I can just take care of the rest of England myself, and it'll free up one of those slots. And I'll have all the room to expand into England that one could need. So once we put a bit more of the boot into... France, you try hard. Once we put a bit more of the boot into Poland, we can just chill out for a bit, kill everything that moves. Jake, how did Saxony manage to beat down Austria? There was nothing left of Austria to beat down, and it was Tuscany that did it, not Saxony. There we go, with Stockholm done, we can enjoy 110% of you. And, there's a river crossing there. I could let them take it and walk into Stockholm. That would give them the penalty. So I'll do just that, just in case the Russians are kind enough. I think Riga also needs to be converted, because those Regans want to rise up. And there's a chance we could get it converted before they come for it. So there we go, Swedish separatists, but there's no real need to worry about it, because they'll go for the nearest fort, that is Stockholm. They'll take a river crossing penalty, and they'll enjoy a 2-shock disadvantage to us. Hold on, these ideas are too good. Fight them anyway. So France is definitely eyeing us up for a fight. They shouldn't have any kind of casus belli on us. They do not. Let's long keep it that way. Because, good lord, France would make jelly out of my country right now. Which is why I need to make friends with the friends around them. That's one of the many reasons I need to do that. And I just generally need to strengthen my country. And take down England. So much I have to do. Any plans for the next idea, considering you took all glorious ideas? Well, we just got naval. We should probably get some work done on that. So Russia is now a lot more diplomatic. He probably doesn't desire quite as much land. Not that I can say I desire more, because he already claimed quite a bit of it, but we should be able to take a reasonable sum of Polish land and piss off, well, lots of people, but that's just part and parcel of it all. And, you know, the Russians will be happy if we throw them a little bone. Give them that one favor. Wonder if I can give them more than just one favor. 3. Now I want them to really antagonize the Ottomans. We'll give them 11 worth. Kiev, huh? Sorry, Kiev, it doesn't go down like that. Block is down. Warsaw is next. How relaxing to just, you know, not be dying all the time. Really, what are... Oh wow, Warsaw lasted about as long as the Danish did in World War II. It is really nice to have a bit of power though, because I mean we've gone through so much of this campaign just living off the good graces and incompetence of the people around us. We didn't deserve anything that we've managed to get so far, but we're taking it. Boy, are we taking it. Just as bad as Poland is taking it right now. All these occupations done. Russia's nice enough to hand them over to us. And there we go. At least with Poland down, we have no large threatening neighbour that's in an immediate position to murderize us. Saxony I want to take down. I want to take down several notches. But the Ottomans would help them out. Saxony have great diplomatic relations that will help us out, help them out there. Get rid of that. Saxony are dead to me. Also frees up a diplomatic slot of ours. A little risky, being as relatively friendless as this. But we should be able to get Savoy. No, Savoy won't be on our side once we get this overextension and the accompanying hit to our diplomatic whatsits. This should be pretty good. Want all your money, naturally. And yeah, I'm just going to have to take up that civil war on the chin. Looks good. I can't see a good reason not to do this. Could grab a couple of provinces for my good friend Brandenburg. But there's another issue there. Brandenburg are at, well, rather a high amount of liberty desire. 40. And they probably have quite a lot of development. Brandenburg sitting pretty at 78. I don't want to push them to 100. And that's what these would do. Maybe I can give them one cheeky little province. So I can get Polish as an accepted culture and help them convert the land. So I'll give them Poznan. I'm a nice guy. Holy crap. That doesn't look like a good idea at all. Sorry, my friend, no Poznan for you. It's bad enough what I'm doing here. Oh well, it's exciting as well. So many people getting obscene levels of aggressive expansion with me. But you either go big or you go home. Just having it all, thanks. So we'll get it all cored straight away. And we're about to enjoy Civil War. Well, it's not going to be all that enjoyable. There we go. Ah, but Scotland was very nice. They took that one for us. And a 144 is pretty tempting, but probably not worth losing the country over. Here you go, have some military access, my good friend. We will crush you. Skåne gets the local autonomy, that's no problem. No, Scotland, you can't be a march. What you can be, though, is inside me. Get the royal marriage to secure that. And then we'll start gobbling up Scotland. Same religion, so we get a nice bonus towards that. And it won't cost us all that much. There we go. even converting Ayrshire for us, and they'll get it done. I have to probably get time to do another